In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to unlock Scroll Lock in Excel. First, open Microsoft Excel. If you already have a workbook open, that's fine too. This issue usually becomes obvious when you try to move around with your keyboard and Excel doesn't behave the way you expect. When Scroll Lock is enabled in Excel, pressing the arrow keys scrolls the worksheet instead of moving the active cell. That can make it feel like Excel is glitching or not responding correctly, when in reality, Scroll Lock is simply turned on. The good news is that it's usually very easy to fix. Before turning it off, it helps to confirm that Scroll Lock is actually the problem. A few common signs can tell you right away. If you press the arrow keys and the worksheet moves instead of selecting a different cell, that's a strong clue. Another sign is that the active cell stays in place even though you're using the arrow keys. In some cases, you may also see Scroll Lock displayed in the Excel status bar near the bottom of the window. One of the quickest ways to solve this is to use the Scroll Lock key on your keyboard, if your keyboard has one. It may be labeled as Scroll Lock or Scroll K. Pressing that key toggles the setting on or off. So if Scroll Lock is currently enabled, pressing the key once should disable it. After that, test the arrow keys again in Excel to see if the active cell moves normally. If your keyboard doesn't include a Scroll Lock key, you can use the Windows on-screen keyboard instead. Press the Windows key and R at the same time to open the Run dialog. Then type OSK and press Enter. The on-screen keyboard will appear. Look for the Scroll key there. If it appears highlighted, click it once to turn Scroll Lock off. You can also check the Excel status bar to monitor whether Scroll Lock is on. If the status bar already shows Scroll Lock, that confirms the setting is active. If you don't see it, right-click the status bar and enable the Scroll Lock option so it becomes visible. This is helpful if you want a quick way to verify the setting in the future. If you've turned Scroll Lock off, but Excel still seems stuck, try restarting the app. Save your workbook first, then close Excel completely and reopen it. This can clear temporary keyboard state issues and restore normal behavior. Once that's done, your arrow keys should go back to moving from cell to cell as expected.